Welcome back to Johnny Custom Glock's Frontside Press. Let's hear it from the live studio audience.
Well, you're not getting shot tonight, so there's not that many people here.
That's right. If I'm not getting hurt, you know. So first of all, happy Veterans Day to all you who served, are serving, have served. Everybody that wrote that blank check, that people don't understand when I say that, what that means. So instead of picking one toast, I'm just going to read all 4 of them that we have when we get there. So get your beverage of choice. Like a chair, like a chair, like a chair, like a chair, because we are giving away a case. And this is going in the backpack. 3 chances to win the backpack. Nice. Where you can buy this on a Navy base, but you cannot possess it there because it's a weapon that needs to be sheathed. Is that correct?
Correct.
Thank you for your service.
Nice.
Did you see the video?
Of what?
Him shooting the MP5 full auto?
No.
Bag dump to advertise this?
Uh-uh.
Because who's the best uncle ever?
Uncle Mike.
That's right. So we had to rotate to get the first Tuesday of the month into the second Thursday.
Right.
See? You know it. You know
It's
it.
too confusing.
You know it.
It's too confusing.
All right. So let's thank the sponsors. All right, before we start getting into it, because what are we going to be talking about? Kyle. And how he's mowing down Antifa. What?
Allegedly.
Allegedly doing the world a favor. Let's just leave it like that. So anyways, just telling you what I read on Facebook.
It's the best place to get your news.
There it is. All right. Switch papers. So, our king sponsor, Johnny Custom Glocks. The world's greatest Glock trigger. He's getting ready to blow up. He's got some big news going to come out.
Oh.
Just amazing.
Could you imagine if Kyle had a custom Glock trigger on his, I mean, it was AR, but if he had a custom trigger on there, oh my God, you're walking around with a custom trigger?
Oh, you got Johnny Custom Glock
Oh,
trigger?
my God.
That makes the bullets blow up.
That's right. You're going to shoot him faster and murder more people.
Those are only for assassins.
That's right.
So Al and Lisa are on. Pablo, our Rocket Man.
Pablo!
Ryan Smith, our Coastie.
Did you see that?
Yeah, nice entrance.
Rolling with my homies.
Rolling, spinning. So Johnny Custom Glock, get yourself a Johnny Custom Glock trigger because they're freaking awesome. And life is too short to have a Glock trigger that sucks. So don't.
That's what I heard.
All right, don't. You already spent the money on it. Like, I love just letting people try the MIKE trigger. And I was like, so what's the big difference? Oh, I'll try yours. Okay, and I'll try mine. Like, oh, like, yeah. Oh, that's the difference. You okay over there?
I'm good.
How do you do it? How do you do it? Oh, they're a team.
I had a lot of help from Jack Daniels.
You need a camera on that.
So you gotta follow Johnny Custom Glocks on his Instagram. All right, subscribe to him on YouTube at was it Johnny Glocks Persona?
Persona, yeah.
The Persona. Like,
Ooh.
check out what he's doing. What?
Ooh, your mama's on. She says,
Gracie!
hi, Julie and Mike love you. Come here, Brandon. She doesn't know you're on, does she?
But she knows she's here.
She saw him when he came in from upstairs.
Yeah, come on.
You guys on camera.
Come on, come on.
Show him that Tom Selleck mustache.
I just trimmed it up.
He's been going all November, and that's as
It's
far
not
as he's
out of
got,
regs,
right?
no.
It's not out of regs?
not
It's out of regs. I see him the other day, I'm like, that thing's so out of regs. It's like, it's all but, you got the handlebar going on. He looks like some sort of like walrus. You know what I mean? Like there's no way that's in regs. It's like Navy. Whatever. All right. Next, Pilgrim Ammunition. 3, 2, 1. Let's try it.
Whoa! Did Kyle get quitted already?
There he
Is he back
is.
out on the street? What's happening? They let him go?
Kyle on the street.
What? He's out. He must have been directed verdict already.
FBI, open up!
Oh.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me if he got acquitted and then all of a sudden they hit him with some federal civil rights crime or something. The problem is everybody shot was white, so nobody cares.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Pilgrim ammunition. I need to get some, by the way. I gotta get on there and order some.
Hey, if we're lucky, James will come in.
I'm
tonight.
completely out.
That's a lot of damage. That's the truth.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
It's just
He's not
He's
here.
not in
His
town.
bicep
Okay.
exploded from the exploding bullets.
Yeah, like good thing they didn't shoot
He
him. with
was
Pilgrim.
using exploding bullets. You see that video?
Hey, we can definitely put that. Pull out. Let me see. Play stupid games. Win stupid prizes folder.
So on that night, you fucked around and found out. Is that what happened?
Oh.
Yeah, I'll put it.
Boom!
I'm just quoting something, a meme I
That
saw
doesn't
on
try- that doesn't
Facebook.
work
That
out.
doesn't count.
Doesn't work that way.
Really? I can't,
doesn't work
I
that way.
can't quote a meme.
No.
They said the F word in the trial like 9 times.
Did they really?
Yeah.
You should have.
Well, because
there.
Oh,
that's what
Ding,
the
ding, ding.
that's what the multiple time convicted child molester was yelling at Kyle before he got shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's a good guy.
Well, Kyle was 17, so it makes sense why he was trying to grab him.
Why you have to be mad?
Pilgrim ammunition, the best ammunition around.
It is the best
is.
ammunition.
Do they sell exploding bullets?
What's that?
They sell those fancy prosecutor
honestly,
exploding
you'd be
bullets?
better off getting shot with an exploding bullet than with Pilgrim. Because it's horrible.
Great. Just don't miss.
Don't miss.
yeah.
Don't
Don't do the
miss.
same thing to a good guy as a bad guy. That's why it's in my guns. It's in all my guns. You attack me, I promise you I'll only shoot you with the best. Because I care enough to send the best. That should be their motto. Yeah. Will they get sued for that? Because you're a high-speed motherfucker. Just saying, when you care enough to send the very best, shoot people with Pilgrim. Bad people deserve one thing: to get shot with the best ammunition.
Yep.
That's a great slogan.
You can put
Put
on
a
a
poll
t-shirt.
on that, yeah. You can put it on a t-shirt.
All right. Travis Mack Foundation. Need to check them out. If you donate to a charity and you're not giving to Travis Mack, I don't know, maybe you're a bad person and you think you're a good person or something.
Don't like sick
But
kids.
if you think kids in the University of Maryland's Children's Hospital should have crappy days, then don't give to Travis Mack, because all that Travis Mack does is make their days better by doing music programs, playing the live music, teaching them to play music, stuff like that. It's just a great foundation, and we're gonna do some stuff with them and raise some money for them.
Sweet.
All right. SRQLivestudios.com. I would tell you, if you got a podcast or something like that, that this is where you should be doing it, but he's so busy. Get in line. Get in line, my friend. That's all I got to say. How many green rooms you got?
5.
You have 5 green rooms?
Nice.
It's just, this is where you should be.
You need to expand.
They're always looking for new shows. Hey, can we raffle off a show? Can we do that one night?
Yeah.
Did we already do that? Who won it? Oh, Cat Varela. Oh, we're going to get her in here. Get Cat in here to do the show. See what we can do it on. Bunch of people getting liquored up. Starts at 8-ish.
Oh, we'll take a wine or
Smoke weed every day.
But then you can't get a permit or
You can't get
carry a
your
gun.
license,
Even if you get a card, can't have it.
even on your property. Just saying.
Except Nikki Reed, right?
Nikki Freed.
Wait, that's illegal.
All right, military case surplus. Tony up in Largo, always hooking up with us with a great case. We got a big black case over here, Rico. Not a big one, but. Boom! With foam. This one's going out on one exactly like it. It's got foam inside. All right, but that's what one of the things. The other thing, you're liking and sharing. So like it, share, like it, share, like it, share, because you're also going to win a chance. We're giving away 3 chances to win the case in a month and a half or whenever it is. We just keep putting more stuff in it. So the longer it goes, the more chance you have to win and the more crap you get. Because this is going in it. Yes!
Nice.
You should see the one I got. It's like this big. It's like 3.5 feet long or something like that. It's awesome. I'm like, exactly. That's exactly what I said.
That's good.
I want it. And last but not least, Skies and Chaos, who's playing. They're playing tomorrow?
Yes. Yeah.
Tomorrow night. So Dustin must be in town because, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is Juan in town?
I only saw the 2 of them on the
Right.
video.
So that's just.
They're both.
Yeah.
All right. So it's very good. All right. You know how much I like those guys. So if you get a chance, head on over. Where they playing tomorrow night?
In Liquid Ranch somewhere.
It's McGrath's, I think, right?
Is it McGrath's?
Sure.
Here, let me find out.
We'll find out.
Perfect.
We'll tell you in a minute.
That's where they usually play at.
Yeah, they play. They play there. They play at what is it?
Sometimes
Ed's
they play at
Tavern.
Ed's Tavern. Sometimes they
Right.
play
So
at...
you got to go check out Blake or
Yeah, I'll
Blake
find-
and Dustin.
I'll
or
find out
whoever's-
right now. He put it on his
Whoever's playing.
page
Sometimes
earlier.
Blake plays by
We
himself.
should get VTA to all go down there.
Yeah, we should.
We should. I'm telling you. Let me know because we live like 5 minutes from there. So
Oh, nice.
I'll be happy to go meet, host, whatever.
I should make Brandon stay home with Gabriel now.
Come on out, Mike.
Yeah, this Friday night. You
want babysit tomorrow night?
No, he wants to go hang out and drink.
Yes.
Freaking Navy's guys. That's all they do.
Ed's Tavern.
Tomorrow?
Ed's Tavern.
Yes.
Yeah, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night they'll be at Ed's Tavern. Right
Ed's
next-
Tavern tomorrow
right
night.
next
So you
to the
got to
movie
check them
theater.
out.
So you need a babysitter.
We
Who
should
can
go.
babysit?
You go? We
We'll
should go.
figure it
I'll
out.
go.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's
Go.
my anniversary.
Oh.
So you go. It's a date night.
Yeah, there you go. I'll go. They were supposed to have first Friday last month, but it rained, so they canceled it. So we ain't been down there in a while. So we'll go. Y'all want to go? Somebody message me. I'll meet y'all down there.
All right, there it is. Everybody stop messing each other.
Ed's Tavern party tomorrow night.
Yeah.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock ish.
8-ish.
Yep.
8-ish?
We know what that means to this show.
Yep, see you at 8:30.
8-ish Ed's Tavern tomorrow night. We will be there.
All right. So
100%.
everybody get their beverage of choice. We're gonna do the toasts, and don't hold your glass up because it's gonna take a while to get through this because we
Got a
couldn't
bunch of
decide.
You got one per branch. Leaving out the Coast Guard.
Hey, don't. Hey,
Oh.
I love the Coast Guard. I love my Coastie.
Yeah.
I got my own Coastie. Even got a shirt that says I love my Coastie and I wear it.
The Marine Corps is not a real brand. Like, aren't they? They're in the Navy. Or should I not get? I'm not opening that discussion.
Department of the Navy.
Department of the Navy.
Department of the That's right. Hey, everybody needs an Uber driver, right? That's
That's it.
everybody's got to get somewhere.
Yep. Great.
Start.
Like the Air Force. You know, I love the Air Force. Every
Just-
time we got to go fight,
Yep.
they like to fly us over.
They like to fly over and take drone footage.
Hey, we got a lot of people watching.
Come save our
Of course, because I'm here.
I
There
know.
it is.
I know.
Maybe they thought somebody was going to hurt me or something, so.
Jennifer.
No,
Lopez.
then they would have all been here.
Yeah, then everybody here live.
Oh
in
yeah,
person,
to
that's
watch
right.
you get shot.
All right.
Cat's on.
All right, so here we go. Here's the first one.
All right.
Ready? Honoring the sacrifices many have made for our country in the name of freedom and democracy is the very foundation of Veterans Day, which is true. All right? The willingness of America's veterans to sacrifice for our country has earned them our lasting gratitude. All right, so I was at Gabriel School today, right? They did a veteran thing, and did a big thing saying that, you know, first of all,
Oh, were they open?
what's that?
They're open?
The kids' school?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Why-
they celebrate Veterans Day.
Why do they hate veterans? They
What's
should be
that?
closed so people can celebrate Veterans Day like the public schools are. Our office was closed today, so we could celebrate. We went to the mall and everything.
They had a ceremony, not just went to the mall. So anyways, telling the kids that they should always thank veterans whenever they see them and stuff like that, because you can never thank them enough, and it's always appropriate to thank them for their service.
Nice.
And
Except on Memorial Day.
except on Memorial Day.
Yeah.
They get angry about that.
Yeah.
Some people do. All right. But, and then that it is our job to celebrate Veterans Day, all right, so that we all appreciate what the veterans do for everybody. You know, there was just a bunch of stuff. It was very good. It was a very, always good ceremony at that school, especially when it comes to patriotic stuff. All right.
Agreed.
For the veteran, thank you for your bravery, doing what you're called to do, so we can safely do what we're free to do. What's that?
Lost your mic.
I found him. He's right there.
Nope.
I'll be tough here.
Hold on, Mark's right here.
I got it.
I can just talk louder.
Oh,
Now I'm back.
You leaned on it or
I
something,
think
probably.
I came closer to it.
The magic that is Mark.
You scared it into behaving.
He just like Yoda, like
Right, he just waved. He did the
These are
hand
not
thingy
the
thing. And
drones.
there it goes.
These are not the droids, whatever. All right, last one. American. Well, America without her soldiers would be like God without his angels. All right, so happy Veterans Day, especially to everybody who wrote that check.
Huzzah!
Thank you for your service.
Yes.
Studio audience clap.
Hey, Abood is on. Abood says,
Abood!
I miss you guys. Happy Veterans
here.
Day, my brother. Susie says about tomorrow night, be there, be square.
Oh, there it is. Pressure's on.
Who's going on?
Yep.
Oh, Susie's going to rock it.
He's on. All right. So first, we had a question, right? You have
Yeah?
a question?
Yes.
Oh, it's.
It's on the back of the other page.
I got a question. The question is,
Nope.
just out of curiosity,
Oh!
The answer is yes, though. This is the problem. You have a yep in there?
I don't need a CCW in my yard to conceal carry, right? I was confronted by an officer, and he insisted that if it was on my person, that the officer needed to see my CCW regardless of me being on my own property. Guess what?
It depends on your definition of property.
Oh.
No.
Like,
Here's what it means.
That's all we said in the green room.
In Florida, if you're on your residence or your place of business, you don't need a permit. You can open carry and conceal carry. So
Okay.
your residence, including outside, like mowing your lawn, like outside, or business, your parking lot, etc.,
Yeah.
but not your property. In other words, if you're, let's say you're a landlord
Yeah.
and you own a bunch of rental properties, you can't go to your rental properties and open carry and conceal carry because it's not your residence, it's a rental property. So when somebody
Well,
asks
hold
a
on.
question,
But wait
I'm
a
on
minute.
my property, it depends on your definition of property.
But wait a minute.
What?
Isn't that a
It's
business?
not your place of business, no.
Why not?
Because it's not
Oh, now
not
you're
a
changing the
place
law?
of business, it's a residence and you are the manager, it's not your place of business.
What if
There might
that's
be
all
li-
you do?
I mean, you could try and stretch that argument if you wanted to, but it ain't gonna happen.
I mean,
Did you win it though?
isn't that what I'm supposed
I
to
can
do?
win anything.
Costs more money though. Gotta pay the judges off. That's not good.
Get what you pay for.
So the answer is, the bottom line is the statute makes an exception to all the firearm rules for your residence, both inside and on the real property of that residence and your place of business.
So if I had
So then if it's a third type of property, the answer is no. I can understand your argument about, well, if it's a rental property,
Well,
that's
you
also my place of
understand
business,
that's
but I
what
think
it's
you'd
important.
probably lose that, quite frankly.
So if I own another piece of property, say like 14 acres up in the woods, I
Nope.
can't carry concealed.
Nope.
What if she lives there
Or
part-time?
open.
Oh.
What if she lives there part-time? What if she's fishing?
What if I'm
she's
hunting?
fishing on her
If she's
property?
fishing, she's fine, because then
right.
that's a different exception.
All right.
If you're hunting or
I'll
fishing
be
on that
hunting.
property,
Hunting turkeys.
then you're fine.
With birdshot.
If it's not your, because there are cases where people own multiple pieces of property,
Yeah.
and they sometimes live in one and sometimes live in the other, but it's what's considered your primary domicile / residence.
Ooh,
So this is
wow.
again another one of these weird areas where
What if you don't understand
it's something you can try and argue,
what
but you can
domicile
probably
is?
lose. Well, there's a statute that actually has a definition of domicile.
Okay, just check.
Ignorance of the law, you know what they say.
Well, I
about
just
that.
want to know. You could be making up. You could
There's
be making
actually a
up more.
statute. There's actually a definition in the statute of what a residence is, so it tells you inside, like it covers all that stuff.
So as long as you have a fishing pole with you, you're safe.
You're good.
That's generally always the rule about
Yeah,
open carry, and you
fishing.
walk around downtown with your fishing pole. Yeah,
You don't need
Yeah.
a body of water to fish in.
you're generally gonna need a body of water to fish in the general
Could
area.
be
Yeah,
a puddle. Could be a
no,
minnow.
no. You can try that. That one I don't think I can win.
So
What if you're in a lobster
Jennifer,
tank?
Jennifer
Gun
Link.
lawyers.
Now, so yeah, I don't know what property he's on.
Not.
Okay.
What you
Jennifer
got?
Lincoln Malloy says, "Oh, I so need to talk to you. So
Okay.
give him a call."
$2.50 an hour. Call the office. No, just call. Call the office 941-953-9692. Young Law Group, MinnesotaGunLawyer.com.
Say that slower so they can actually write it down.
Well, don't we have a lower third?
Vendors.
Don't we have a lower third?
Ever. What? Lower third. Just go to MinnesotaGunLawyer.com.
Put some graphic up.
All right.
MinnesotaGunLawyer.com. All the contact information's on there.
Good.
Be happy to
There
talk.
we go.
You
Here's
can
what
always
we go.
message me through Facebook too. People seem to do that 24/7.
So everybody wants to know about Kyle. All right? Now here's the deal. I have purposely not watched that trial because I knew I was going to get upset. But luckily, I have a whole bunch of friends who just want to tell me what's going on
We're
anyway.
just every day memeing and Facebooking about it. Yeah.
Yep.
All right? So we're going to talk about Kyle. Now, I'm going to say what I know, which is zero. Okay?
Agreed.
All right, good. So we agree. So this is what I know, or I think I know. I should say, right? So we got this kid. He's 17. He's in a state he does not live in. No.
Well, apparently, the answer.
I just want to know.
No, the answer is correct. He doesn't live there, but his father lives there.
Okay.
So he's on the
Right.
border. He's a town that's like here. There's a border and there's a town here. He lives generally here with his mother, but his father lives in this town.
Yeah,
He's
but
got an aunt and other people
Right,
here.
but
So
isn't that-
it's not his town, but it's like he
But he
spends
lives
a lot
there
of time there.
because that's his dad's house, right? So
His his residency is here
Yeah,
with his
but-
mom. So theoretically, right, when everybody keeps saying he traveled across state lines, no, it's like
he drove like a half mile.
right. It's like if I lived at UTC Mall and wanted to go, to the other side of the
Lakewood
university,
Ranch.
all of a sudden now I'm in Manatee County, right? So it's a misnomer. Technically, yes, he traveled across state lines, but his father
But
lives
he
in
only drove
Kenosha.
less than a
His
mile.
mom lives over here. He actually works lots of times over here in Kenosha as well. So it's not where he
Right,
lives,
so-
but
all
it's,
right, good.
it's where he
Good.
lives.
Good, because you know what? I'm not going to say whose side I'm on in this,
You're
but it's
neutral.
definitely not the three scumbags he shot.
Right.
So I'm just going to stay in the middle.
Right. So that's just one of those things that's been misreported.
All
Like
right.
people just
So
don't know.
That's good to know. So
Yeah.
I didn't know that. All right.
Yeah.
Now
I
have
didn't know
more-
that either until the kid testified and he laid out his whole family history and his lifestyle or whatever. So yeah, he's got a lot of connections to that town. He didn't just decide, oh, let me go
Does he
protect a random
Does
city.
he sleep at his dad's house?
It didn't sound like they don't have like it didn't sound like they had a 50-50 like shared custody where
Okay.
he would do all that. But I'm sure there's times when he goes over and stays at his dad's house. Yeah.
Right.
He actually went to high school online, so most time sharing is related to school. So you do 50-50, you go to school, but he actually went to high school online, so he never actually had to swap houses. So I'm sure he lived over there from time to time. Yeah.
Now, also, he was up there. What was he doing? Putting out fires and doing.
So him and a bunch
medical
of his
stuff?
friends.
Yeah.
There's a car dealership in Kenosha, and the guy who runs the car dealership wanted essentially private security, for lack of a better term, because
Yeah.
the cops weren't doing nothing. So him and 4 or 5 other guys decided to go there and help these 2 guys who own the car dealership out. So they were kind of protecting the business.
Korean roof snipers.
Some of them went up on the roof, yes. So technically, yeah, they were protecting the business. He was also, he's not an EMT, but he was like a firefighter explorer. It's like whatever. So he took classes. They issued him a T-shirt. They issued him a med pack.
Yep.
They're actually the ones that gave him his bulletproof vest. It was actually issued to him from the
That was in the
Explorer.
trunk?
So
We're going to talk about that.
it got issued to him from the Explorer program. So he's not an EMT or whatever, but he has a lot of training and he's an EMT cadet. So he went there also with his med kit to help out if people need medical assistance and to basically secure the town because the cops weren't doing nothing.
All right.
And he was invited there and had permission from the business owners to protect those businesses.
So, but it is documented that he went there to also do medical stuff should somebody get hurt.
Correct, yeah. Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Nobody disputed that. It was lots of people in the thing. He actually helped out people. There were people who actually got hurt. There's one lady got hurt. He went over there and bandaged her wounds and gave her direction to the hospital. So that happened like 45 minutes before the shooting.
Before you get attacked 3 times.
Correct.
Not that I'm saying what side of this story.
Not
I'm
what
on.
your typical I'm a mass shooter and want to go murder a whole bunch of people
Right.
would do, but maybe I just don't have a
We don't
clear
understand-
definition of mass shooter. I don't know.
Right, because we don't,
don't-
camp out on that side. So, anyways, obviously he's the bad guy here. Right? Because, He got attacked by 3 scumbags 3 times. So anyways, right. So what is something about a fire? Was he putting out a fire or something like that?
There are lots of fires around there.
Yeah. Which he
And-
started because he's a bad kid?
No.
No?
I don't think that he did.
You never know, though.
So during the night, there was one of the buildings caught on fire. The people who own the building actually called him to help go down and put out the fire. So he was on his way to put out the fire when all of the stuff happened.
So
Something a
people.
mass shooter would do. You
helping
can't die in
people.
a fire. He doesn't want this is a mass shooter. Doesn't want people to die in a fire.
Right,
he wants to
them
shoot
to
them
come out.
himself. Correct. Yeah.
So you shoot him in the streets.
Right. He wants people to die. He's not going to let them burn
See?
down. Correct.
Now we're getting the truth.
He also doesn't like graffiti because he cleaned it up earlier in the night. I don't know.
Oh, it's probably
He's
hate.
a freaking piece of shit, man. He's cleaning
What
up
kid is it?
graffiti,
His parents be saying that.
bandaging injured women, putting out fires. What a freaking asshole. I'll put that in. I'll count that.
I should pay for
What
that
a-
one for you.
what a effing-
I should have paid for
What
that
an
one.
effing a-hole, man. The nerve of this guy.
I know.
It's not even his freaking town.
I know.
Why does he care?
But then, we have 3 just upstanding citizens.
Upstanding,
Right.
social justice, want equality and fairness.
So we got
Redheaded white guys at a
we
BLM
got
rally, yes.
child molester.
Correct.
Right.
And you don't even have to say alleged because he's convicted.
All right. So he,
Like 6 times.
he's done though, right? He got.
He was the first guy that got killed, yes.
All right. Awesome. That's great. That's good work right there. Not that I'm on anybody's side. I just want to know the facts. All right. Then we got serial wife beater, right?
Yes.
Like
the
not one,
second guy that got killed
not
had
2. Like he's
multiple
This is like a
batteries.
career for him, right?
Correct, yes.
This is what he's good at, right? Now is he skateboard boy?
Correct.
So he's beating his
Skateboard
wife
guy.
with a skateboard. Is that what he's doing?
I don't know what he beat his wife with.
So he beat so many wives.
He
ran
apparently
out.
likes to use skateboards. So.
He ran out of beating wives to beat,
Yeah.
so he looked for a 17-year-old kid.
So it gets better. So the first child molester guy,
Yeah.
he was actually taken to a mental psych ward earlier that day.
Yeah.
He was released
That day.
from
That
he was
day.
released from
Yeah.
the mental health ward
Oh, you're
and
good.
went straight from there to the BLM rally.
Jeez.
So the
I mean,
multi-time
that's what they're all like.
convicted child molester went straight
Wearing
to the
his- wearing
BLM
his
rally
Antifa.
from the mental health
His Antifa
hospital.
stuff.
Yes.
Great American. So we're great Americans.
And today, somebody on The View was talking about people should care about the tears his family is shedding, not Kyle's tears on the stand.
Yeah, right. Right, because, Kyle is such a horrible freaking person. Right? And then the world is just suffering without these 2 shitbags. I mean, people. Right? So, I mean, it's like this. Like, think about it like this, right? The guy is beating so many of his wives that he doesn't have any more to beat. That what do you think his life's actually going to be like now? Right? Wanting to beat another wife, and he doesn't have it. Right? So actually, Kyle did him a favor.
Good chance.
He did him a favor. Right? I mean, you got a wife beater, serial wife beater, beats all his wives with a skateboard probably. Runs out of wives to beat. What are we looking at?
Well, that's why he had to find random people in the street at a protest because he didn't have anybody else to
You got
hit.
child molester going after 17-year-old kid.
Correct. The child molester was trying to grab the 17-year-old kid, which is consistent, I guess, with his history.
There you
and
go.
then the beater was trying to hit him with a skateboard,
He
probably
did hit him with a skateboard.
consistent with his history
Right?
as well.
Probably
So
called him honey.
they were
Just to keep with it.
living their normal lives, man.
There it is.
They're just going about their normal day,
Yeah.
and this asshole had to kill them.
Right. Freaking Kyle. Right, but
Right,
then we
right.
got the other guy. Right? Felon. We don't know that.
We call him Bicep Boy.
What's his name? Bicep?
We call him Bicep Boy.
He's single sep. No. But anyways,
No buy on that.
I'm just saying. We went from don't bring a knife to a gunfight to don't bring a handgun to a rifle fight.
Right.
Because remember, rifles and handguns, not the same.
So the prosecutor made that point during cross-examination yesterday. He was asking Kyle, so he had a handgun, but you had an AR-15.
Right.
So shouldn't he have been more scared of you than
Right.
you should have been of him?
It's not that hard.
Yeah. He's like,
What's wrong with people?
Why would you be scared of him? He's only got the handgun and you got the rifle. That was
Of
literally
course.
that was literally a question during
Of
the trial.
course.
Yeah.
Literally
He's
a
brilliant.
question. Yep.
That's a brilliant defense
It
right
was.
there.
It's a great prosecution question, man.
And also,
But he only had a fucking gun. What are you worried about? Oh, well, Nah, I said effing. I didn't say the full word.
we'll play
I'm
back.
gonna play the
My
tape
bad.
on that.
Yeah, we'll see that.
I'll bring $1 tomorrow if you claim that I
Hopefully
said
you won't
the full
get
word.
those prosecutors to defend you. So anyways,
They do make a really good defense attorney team, those prosecutors, I tell you what.
The other thing they said is when he was 21 feet or how many feet away from him, he didn't shoot him then. So he didn't intend to shoot him. And when he got real close to him, why he wasn't planning on shooting him because he would have
yeah,
shot him
why
far
is
away.
he just
No,
shoot? He shot. He just
all
had
of
to
it-
get closer.
No, all of it was stupid. He was chasing him, and he's like, well, why'd you turn around and point your gun at him? He's like, because he was chasing me. But he wasn't threatening you at that point. No. Well, right.
Which,
Well, why didn't you? Well, if you were scared of him, why didn't you shoot him then? He's like, because he was only chasing me. No, it was stupid. It's hilarious.
Really stupid.
so
So go on. So then Bicep Boy, right, comes up, tries
pointing
to
the
shoot him.
Glock at him.
Correct.
The whole time they're telling him, what are they saying to him? You don't say what they said because she's going to ring the bell and there's nothing I can do about it.
Well, I guess it depends on who you're talking about. So earlier in the night,
Yeah.
child molester murdered number 1
Yeah.
was actually saying, if I see you alone, I'm going to effing kill you.
Yeah, that's what
He told that
that's
to
what
him.
he was thinking
Right,
about
he
doing.
told that
him.
to him 3 or 4 times. And then
White
when the
Peter.
chasing was going on, other people in the crowd were saying things like "F him up," "F him,"
Well, they're
and
such great people.
knock him out, all
They're
that
all
kind
great
of
people.
stuff.
Cranial.
I don't. He doesn't know if the first guy was the one saying that. He was just chasing him. So he's running.
Yeah.
The guy who earlier in the day said, "If I see you alone, I'm going to F and kill you," is
Yeah.
chasing him. There's a second guy behind him who fires a shot in the air. That's when Kyle stops because he's like, wait a minute. Now I hear a gunshot behind
Yeah.
me, and that guy said he was going to kill me. He's right behind me. So he's thinking maybe he's shooting at me. That's when he turns and points the gun at him. The guy is far enough away, he doesn't see a gun, so he doesn't shoot him.
Yeah.
Then he turns, somebody hits him with a rock in the head, he falls down. While he's on the ground, that guy runs up and is grabbing the barrel of his gun, trying to pull his gun away from him, and then he gets 2 in the chest. Actually, nope, let me back up. No, I was wrong. Let me back up. So he runs up,
Shoot me, please.
he kicks him in the face.
Yeah.
While Kyle's on the ground, he
Well,
kicked
he
him in the
deserved
face
it.
like 2 or 3 times, and he's trying to pull his gun, and he shoots him. Prosecutor extraordinaire says, well, when you saw him, he didn't have a gun, right? No. Did he have a bat? No. Did he have a club? No. Was he doing anything other than kicking you in the face? And he says, no, he was kicking me in the face over and over again. He's like, so then why'd you shoot him? Because I didn't want him to keep kicking me in the face.
You're lying about this.
I'm telling you, I told you, you need to Google,
believe you.
you need to YouTube cross-exam, because these are the actual conversations that took place
I don't
during
believe
the
you.
trial.
I don't believe you.
Nope,
We gotta do a drug history
Nope.
on this, Mike. We gotta do a drug
nope.
history on
And when
this.
you pulled the trigger in his chest, you intended to kill him. And he gives the normal answer. He literally says your answer. No, I was trying to stop the threat. He uses the exact phrase. I was trying to stop it. Right, by killing him. Well, I didn't know if he was going to die. Well, your rifle was pointed right at his chest. Of course he's going to die. Well, I don't know where the bullet's going to go. Well, you intended to kill him. No, I intended to stop the threat. So they had this exchange for like 5 minutes. You would have been so proud because you're like, yeah, that's what you said. No, the prosecutor's
Right
like,
now,
I don't
I'm
understand.
cheering in my head.
His gun's in his
Kyle,
chest. He's like, yeah.
Kyle.
So you intended to kill him? No, I intended to stop the threat.
Want
Like,
to stop?
That's exactly what he
I
said.
don't care why he stopped. I don't care how he stopped. As long as he won.
Yeah.
Stops.
And then they have the same conversation about the skateboard. So he's hitting you with a skateboard, right? But he didn't have a gun.
Oh, you have a gun?
He didn't have a knife.
Let me hit you in the
He
freaking
just
face
had a
with a skateboard.
he just had a skateboard. And the guy's
me
like,
beat you with
and
the
why
freaking-
did you shoot him? He's like, because I didn't want him to hit me in the head with a skateboard.
So if
this
I
is
run up
literally
there-
the conversation I was having.
If I run up there and hit both of them in the head with a skateboard, when they go down, jump on top of them and stop them in the face, that's okay?
Correct.
What state is
Because he
this?
doesn't have a gun. Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. It's okay
Yeah.
in Wisconsin?
You just have to take it.
You take it?
You just got to take it.
Well, they're going to take it.
What
Yeah.
if I punch him in the gut and knock him out?
That's okay.
Yeah.
You
If
just punch him in
if
the
you
gut.
can, yeah. But no,
I've
yeah.
been living in the wrong side. I thought Florida was a good side. You go up there.
No, they're awful up there.
So part of
That's not
I can hit a bunch of
apparently
people.
in Wisconsin. Yeah, there is no self like this prosecutor doesn't think the concept exists. It's not even like a debatable thing. Like they just don't think that you should have like he should have just gotten beat up and taken his beating.
Like, this is what, like, this is what you got for prosecutors right now. They went like this. Here's that Kyle kid's case, the one where the guys were chasing him and beating him. Yeah, and then he shot him. Yeah. So you're going to prosecute him, and the real attorneys went like this. No, I'm not. And then you got some jackass like this go, I'll do it. And they were like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
And that's what you got. You got that guy.
So they actually indicted him within 48 hours, which is
Of course.
amazing because they didn't have any of the footage or whatever. And no, the guy who's actually prosecuting him right now is like their appointed prosecutor. He's like a seasoned career. It's not some rookie that's like, I'm going to make my name with this case. No, it's a seasoned guy. When the judge was yelling at him yesterday, he's like, you're an experienced prosecutor. You've been doing this for a long time, and you have no idea what you're doing, is basically what he said. He's like, I can't believe you're doing that.
So, but let's look at the facts of the case.
Sure.
All right. So first of all,
What more do you want to know?
LeBron says,
LeBron, yes.
because he's very important in real world stuff. Right.
So I'll set up the context for you. When Kyle was testifying yesterday,
Yeah.
he essentially had a panic attack on the stand. He started hyperventilating, started crying, was getting dizzy or whatever. So the judge stopped the trial and said, "Let's take a break and come back." Standard happens all the time in criminal trials. LeBron tweeted that I see no tears. He must have sucked on a bunch of lemon heads before he went in there with a bunch of laughing, crying emojis after it.
All right. So the guy that gets a cramp,
The king has spoken.
the guy that gets a cramp,
Right.
and the whole world stops.
Right, the guy who has to get carried off the court because he has a cramp, or the
His
guy
cramp.
that when you do this goes.
Right.
That guy, yes.
That guy.
Fake tears.
Okay. He's talking
Well,
about.
now hold on now.
You
If
gonna defend him?
there's somebody who knows anything about bad acting,
Yeah.
it's LeBron. Because you seen that Space Jam 2 movie?
No, because
I'm telling you.
I'm not a big fan.
I'm
of
telling
that
you.
asshole.
If you watch Space Jam 2, you'll know that if anybody can spot a bad actor, it's LeBron freaking
He
James.
should know.
Yeah, it's good to know.
No, I couldn't watch it. My kid wanted to watch it. I said,
We watched it. She wanted to watch it. We watched it.
I told him.
As good as the first one.
No.
No, of course. He's not as good as MJ. Everybody knows. I mean, come on.
I knows that.
I mean, come on.
First one was much better.
Come on. So anyway.
First one had Barkley in it.
So yeah. So LeBron. So the king has spoken. So yeah. So those are. So
Right.
there you go.
And the bicep guy, when he said to him, like, yeah, I pointed my gun at him.
Well, yeah. On the cross, he's like, now you pointed your gun at him, yeah, and it wasn't until after you pointed your gun at him that he shot you, and he's like, well, yeah.
And the prosecution tried to get somebody to change their testimony.
Well, there was
Who
a witness that testified 2 days ago that said, yeah, you made me change my testimony.
They made. All right. So who's going to jail for that? Because I'm not a lawyer. Is
Nobody,
that illegal?
'cause no, you should be disbarred.
Yeah.
Right.
No, like there are people that say, like Ben Shapiro said on his podcast today that the lawyer should be disbarred because all these
Witness
things he's doing in this
tampering?
trial, he should be disbarred.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get back to the facts. Okay.
Good ocean, quick draw. Runner up.
Call of Duty.
Second place.
Call of Duty.
So Kyle had exploding bullets. Right?
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Is that what it was, right?
Prosecutor
That's what
said
the
that.
jackass
So the
said. This
prosecutor.
guy's prosecuting people. He prosecutes crime.
The prosecutor was asking Kyle if he was using like hollow points or what, and then he said exploding bullets. Exploding bullets. And the judge actually had to interrupt the prosecutor and say, wait a minute. Are you talking about hollow points that expand? Because, they make actual exploding bullets. And the prosecutor says, I'll move on. So, yeah, the judge interrupted. So he asked Kyle, he's like, so when you're hunting deer, would you use one of these exploding bullets? And that's when the judge was like, wait a minute. you don't know what you're talking about.
Like,
So I don't-
even the anti-gun people are going to
Yeah.
be sitting in the thing, be going like this, going like, oh, what the hell?
No, they probably think he was using exploding bullets. So let me I'll go off a little bit of a tangent, but I've been telling this people for years when I go to lectures and stuff like that and I talk to clients or whatever. Prosecutors don't know anything about firearms.
We know that.
Like they don't.
We know that.
So
Apparently
he
the
probably
defense-
doesn't know the difference between. He didn't do any research on. I have literally had trials where we've been sitting there and the prosecutor doesn't know the language. They're using the wrong terminology. They've never seen a gun. They don't know what they're talking about. Like they don't know guns. Now law enforcement, they may get mad at me, but law enforcement knows guns, but they don't know gun law.
Yeah.
Prosecutors don't know guns or gun law. So what people are witnessing in this trial
Yeah.
is what I see on a daily basis when it comes to firearm
That's why-
charges. So all
that's
these
why-
people on Facebook that are like, I can't believe this prosecutor this, I can't believe. I've been telling people that for years. That's why Betsy decided to run, because our current guy is the same way. If this happened here in Sarasota, I guarantee you it would play out exactly like it's playing out there. They would have charged him for political reasons.
Yep.
They'd be putting their high prosecutors up there to do something, and they wouldn't know jack shit about the case.
Neither do the
And in
defense
Kenosha, it would
attorneys.
happen everywhere.
The defense attorneys don't know anything either. They're not objecting to anything.
Well,
They're
but
not-
it depends. But that could be strategic, though, because sometimes you object to things, sometimes you don't. Like I wouldn't really object to the prosecutor if he's being an idiot and he's looking like an idiot. Why would you object? Let him look like an idiot.
Yeah, that's when you partner up with me and you say, all right, go ahead. I mean, all right, so first of all, please explain to me the exploding bullets that you're using.
Right? Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Where did you purchase them? What are they
Yeah,
from?
because, like, first of all, I want charges against my client for using exploding bullets if that is
Exploding
true. And second of all, where'd you get them?
Right.
Because maybe I didn't.
Because where can I get those?
I want it for
exploding bullets?
testing reasons.
and YouTube.
And YouTube.
So no, the person in that courtroom who seems to know the most about guns is the judge.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Like, so do we need to do any more trial? No. So you got child molester, crazy guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Done, right?
He's dead. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. All right. Then you got serial wife beater, hits people with skateboard.
Skateboard guy.
All right. How's he making out?
He's dead.
All right, cool. That's two good things in a row.
2 for 2.
All right. And then Glock guy, he ain't holding the gun anymore. Right.
He's gonna have to learn
Single
how.
set.
He's gonna have to learn how to shoot wrong like the lefties do.
Oh, which arm you get shot in?
The right one.
Yeah.
Because he was pointing the gun at him like that. Off he goes.
Oh, that's too bad. Single step. So, anyways, so
He,
right away we got
And there's
we
a
just got a
question-
happy story going on already.
Right. A lot of people keep saying that guy's a convicted felon. I don't think he's a convicted felon, but
He ought to be.
He had a concealed carry permit, but it was expired. So he was illegally carrying the firearm that he used to try and
You know why he's
kill
illegal? 'Cause he's probably a
Kyle.
convicted felon.
But he hasn't been shot. Well, but if he was a convicted felon, his license wouldn't have expired. It would have been
Hey, whatever, he got
canceled or
convicted
whatever.
after. Like, you don't know how long it's been expired for? You're thinking it's like expired last week?
No, because the trial, he would have had to been convicted after the trial. No, it was expired at the time he was carrying it.
Right?
So, but at the time of the incident, he had a license, but it was expired. If he was
Right.
a convicted felon, it would have been canceled or
you don't know
returned.
when it expired. It could have expired 4 years ago.
But then it would still be canceled after that.
It doesn't. It can't be canceled.
I
expired.
didn't hear any because that's the first question you asked the defense attorney. You ever been convicted of a felony how many times? And I didn't hear that question asked. So I don't think he's a convicted felon. He probably has some criminal records, but he had a license that was
Oh,
just
so he's like a
expired.
lesser criminal.
Correct.
Carrying
He's
a
not as
weapon.
bad as the multiple child molester and the multiple beater. Let's just put it that way.
But he's definitely up there. He's still one of the Three Stooges. Chasing people around, pointing guns at people. But that doesn't mean he was actually.
But he
going
was
to-
trying to stop a mass shooter.
Right. How'd that work out?
Well, it didn't work out well. He
So
lost the
anyways-
bicep.
But they're gonna get him on the Call of Duty charge,
Correct.
right? He is gonna be guilty of Call of Duty because playing Call of Duty, you're training to kill everyone. Because in the game, you kill everyone. Correct?
Correct. It's the point of the game, yes.
That's the point of the game, is to kill everyone. So he's guilty, right? But that's not really how that works, right?
I don't think so. It's the Call
Kill
of
everybody on
it's the
Call
Call
of
of
Duty?
Duty defense.
Not the Call of Duty I played.
If you want to win,
No, you can't shoot your own people.
yeah.
People get mad.
No, they made a big. There's a whole segment of cross-exam about. Isn't it true that you go to your friend's house, you play Call of Duty, and that's a first-person shooter game where the only goal is to kill everybody? And he said, no, it's a game that you can play with other people and you compete. Right, but the whole point is to kill everybody. No, that's not how the game says.
Let me ask you this, because I heard
And
that
he's like, and it's AR-15s. No, there's actually all kinds of different guns you're using again.
like a Glock. So, anyways, all right. I'm not an attorney, but isn't like one of the rules is never ask
Question you don't know the answer
question
to.
you know the answer to?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
How's that working out?
Well, the
Do
problem
they
is,
know any of the answers to any
Well-
of these questions?
I don't know because they're calling. I can understand with the defense witness because sometimes you just have to ask and see what the defendant's going to say. But their own witnesses, they don't seem to know the testimony coming out of their own witnesses' mouths. Like you prep your witnesses before trial, and you go over the questions you're going to ask, and then they go up there and ask them a question, and they get a completely different answer. So I don't know if they're not prepping their witnesses or what's going on.
So you were there, yes.
Right.
And you saw the guy with a skateboard not beating anybody. No, he was beating Kyle like one of his ex-wives.
Right. Yeah. No.
Is that basically what's going on?
Yeah. Well, it's like when they asked the one guy, yeah, they're like, and you came down to our office, yes, and we called you in and we went over your statement, yes. But we didn't ask you to change your statement. Yeah, you did. Like, that's literally the conversation.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, you did. And he's like, well, no, we didn't ask you. And yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Well, which part of you need to change your statement?
He's like,
don't you understand?
I felt comfortable. You called me down there. You made me sit and wait for a long time before you came in to talk to me. They treated him like a defendant, because that's what they do with the defendants. They lock them in a room for like 2 hours when it's like 30 degrees and there's no bathroom. Then they come in. Now you want to talk to us? Like, that's standard procedure. So they did that to this guy. He's like, I came down there at your request, and this is how you treated me, and then you asked me to change my story. And they called that guy as a witness.
That's awesome. All right, come on up here, Veterans Day, and draw the first number.
Ta-da. Go for it on the back of the chairs.
No, just
Smile
grab.
at camera. Smile at camera. Smile
Butt
at
shot.
Look in there. You can try to pick your own number.
Yeah.
You went butt shot.
Let me get a
I want a butt shot.
Hold on, wait, I gotta pull it on the light side.
So what else you want to know?
That number.
This trial is prejudice,
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
but they can still try him again.
Not with prejudice. That's the whole point of with prejudice.
Ready? Let me
Throw
have
that
it.
at Mike.
No, that's the whole point of prejudice.
Get
There's
ready.
two types
Just
of
gonna draw another one
mistrials.
in 2 seconds. Don't go anywhere. Whoa. All right, ready? First number, 29. This is for the case.
So there's two types of mistrials. Your general type of mistrial is you move for a mistrial, the judge grants it, and then they just do the trial all over again because that jury's been tainted, so you got to start the trial over again with the
Put
jury.
the other one back
Yeah,
up.
put it back.
You can move for a mistrial with prejudice, which means if the judge grants that, it's over. It's like a not guilty verdict. They can't try the person again. So they made a motion yesterday for a mistrial with prejudice, and the judge basically took it under advisement.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what judges like to do, because I've seen this thousands of times,
12.
12, nice,
All right, put that back in.
is
Oh,
you
two
can
more.
do a mistrial and ask for like a judgment of acquittal or whatever. Judges will lots of times take those under advisement, let it go to the jury, because then if the jury rules not guilty, then they don't have to worry about ruling on the issue. If the jury rules guilty, the judge can then overturn the verdict and be like, oh, you know what? I know you found him guilty, but I'm going to dismiss it with prejudice. So he may be waiting just to see what the jury does. Because he doesn't want to make, the judges usually don't want to make the ultimate decision. They want the jury to do it. So I don't anticipate the judge throwing this out. It's going to go to a jury, but we'll see what the jury does. I mean, they should find him not guilty, but juries are crazy.
26.
If there's anybody that knows less about guns than prosecutors, it's usually juries.
Yep, so what you got is you got 29,
Thank you.
12, 20, and 26. 12. Thank you, B.
So we're running late, so we're going to do the ladies segment next week, where I get out of duct tape.
Oh, you gotta do
29.
that.
Yep.
Yeah.
12,
Yeah.
20,
That's
26.
9 minutes past your bedtime.
So, next week, what are you going to do? Tell them what the women's section is?
Yeah, next week the ladies segment is going to be about getting out of duct tape if you're abducted and they tape your arms up with duct tape. I'll show you how to get out of that. Also, if somebody is following you, especially at night, don't go home. Don't go home. So we'll be talking about that. Different things you can do to be safe.
You put your
What if
bullet.
they're chasing you,
You put
trying to molest you, beating you with the skateboard, and pointing a Glock at you?
I'll pull out my knife and slit his throat.
There you go.
You put your bulletproof vest on. You carry that around with you?
Oh, we didn't talk about that.
No, someone literally said, what kind of normal person has a vest?
Right. Yeah. He has a bulletproof vest. He's like, oh, and I had to get my vest. Where would you get it from? The trunk of your car? You just drive around with your bulletproof vest in your car?
That's literally
Yes.
what they said. They said, what kind of normal person drives around with a vest in the trunk of their
What kind of person doesn't have a vest?
And the funny thing is he's like, when he said he got it, it was issued to him by the police department. It's like he didn't even go out and buy it. He's like, oh yeah, that was issued to me by the police department. I'm sure the prosecutor's like, oh, okay. Yeah. You just drive around with your
Why would
vest in
they
your
issue
car?
you
He's like,
that?
yeah, where else would
I
I
don't
put
know.
it?
They think I'm a good kid. and an upstanding citizen,
Right.
so they don't want some child molester, wife beater, felon with a expired
Oh, you know,
license.
they had a long discussion about single point harnesses too.
Oh boy.
About why you can't. I'm telling you, you need to watch that.
No.
sometime.
All right, let's see.
Type in
What do you
Kyle
got?
Rittenhouse cross-examination. You'll love it.
Single point.
Yes.
What
They
you
had a
got?
whole discussion about the purpose of a single point and that it's easier and more secure. So why would you feel worried that he was going to pull the gun off of you? You had a single point sling around you. He can't get your gun. And a whole conversation
All
about
right, hold on. Guess who won the case?
Sean Hilton?
There you go.
Oh my God.
All right, then. Sprad.
Okay,
Sprad is one of the
a
three.
chance.
All right.
Cat again, yay.
All right. Sean.
Sean again?
Oh my god. Literally.
Yep. There you go.
He
So there's your winners
look,
right
he even
there.
said I win before you even
Yeah, I
announced it.
know. He
Well, it's like
did.
this.
He wins all the time.
It was kind of funny at first. Now it's just yes.
He said, what did I win?
Now it's just you got to put him on a
So
moratorium.
now you want another case. All right, we'll get you one case at a time.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to see Johnny Glocks the other day, but they were
Oh, so those are great.
up north and didn't make it back in time. And then you want a chance to win the backpack. Excuse me. So we're going to put some more stuff in that, and then we're going to raffle that thing off. Because that thing is just getting some cool stuff
I'm going to put a skateboard in there. I'm going to
in
bring
case
it
you're
next time.
attacked by a child molester.
Although here's not the best weapon.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
You know what they say? Don't bring a skateboard to a gunfight.
Or just pull on the barrel of both hands.
Well,
to your chest,
you
try to
shouldn't.
lay out.
Apparently, you shouldn't bring your foot, a skateboard, or a Glock.
Yeah, because obviously they're not threatening or weapons.
So when's the video game coming out?
What was it called?
First-person shooter.
Yeah,
Kenosha Quick Draw.
Call of
Kenosha Quick Draw.
Call of Kenosha.
Call of Kenosha 2.0.
Tile Simulator 3D.
But I'm telling you, this is the crowd. So a warning to everybody: this is the type of stuff. You know, you can look at a video and have a case that's clearly self-defense, but all it takes is an aggressive or politically motivated prosecutor, and they have all the power, man.
Yep.
They just decide they want to charge you for whatever reason. They charge you.
We need to take the country back.
Yep.
Simple as that. We need to take the country back. Like, enough is enough. Enough is enough. You know, we let the crybabies have their day. All right, this is America, and it's time we take the country back. So stop not doing anything.
Pay attention to who your prosecutors are. In Florida, we elect all the state attorneys. So no matter what district you're in, you need to research the state attorney because they actually have more power to screw up your life than the governor or the president or anybody else. You may have to pay more for gas from Biden, but Biden can't throw you in jail.
Oh, sorry.
Yet.
Crinkle, crinkle.
All right. So once again,
Happy Veterans Day.
happy Veterans
Thank
Day.
you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Ed's Tavern tomorrow night, 8ish.
Ed's Tavern.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night at 8ish.
To there.
For Skies and Chaos live.
Skies and Chaos live.
Yeah.
We should run like
2 of the
all
3.
tables.
Yep, it's a really good venue. Should be nice
Great
weather.
band. Great band.
Be great.
Like all of the tables.
Should be nice weather. They have really good cheese curds.
We got a women's basics class on
Mac and cheese
Sunday.
bites.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
So we have we got 1 spot left.
I think we're full. Well, I think we can make room for one more if we have somebody.
So
Yeah.
we got 1 spot left. It's a basics class. All right, 150 rounds, $125. Special price for this class for the group that we're doing it for.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's 9 to 6, 9 to 3 Sunday. 9 to 6.
Jesus.
Man.
That'd be good.
That's really basic.
All right. So that's
Nine?
it.
9
All
or
right.
9:30? 9?
What?
Did you say 9 o'clock?
Yeah, isn't that what we told everybody?
I thought it was 9:30.
All right, we'll find out.
Okay, we'll get there
If you
early.
get you get there a half hour early for the class, but you got to sign up. So let us
Yeah.
know. You don't know where it is. We're not telling you until you sign up.
Brilliant. I have absolutely no idea what's going on.
Sounds about right.
All right, play music. Take us out.
Hey.